If you want your blog to grow traffic, readers, and followers, then choosing a niche to blog about is really crucial for the success of your blog, especially if you're blogging as a business and even if you're blogging as a hobby. So here are my tips on how to choose a profitable niche for your blog. Hey everyone, I'm Jojo and I help women grow their blogs and work from home at travelingpetite.com. So just a quick backstory, when I first started blogging, I knew the niche I wanted to talk about, and it was travel. So choosing a niche for my blog was actually very straightforward, but what I didn't realize was that I actually had so many other interests that I want to include into my travel blog that once I started creating content on these different niches, it actually started slowing the growth of my blog. And I thought it was weird because I was sharing really valuable and helpful content full of information, but for some reason my subscriber count started going to a halt and my traffic was getting lower. So I took a step back, looked at my content, and thought, well, this new content I'm writing about is about beauty, and not every traveler is going to be interested in that. So as an experiment, I decided to blog about travel again, and then lo and behold, my traffic went up again, as well as my subscribers too. Okay, so let's get into how to choose a profitable niche. So the first part is, what is a niche? A niche is the main topic your blog will talk about. You can also call it the focus of your blog. So think about like your favorite music. What is the genre of music that you love? There's like K-pop, that's what I like. There's R&B, jazz. That genre is a niche. So if you think about Taylor Swift's music album, it's pop music, so her niche is pop. Now think of your favorite blogger. What is the one topic their content always talks about? Is it travel, fashion, beauty, business? Whatever it is, that is their niche. So let's get into why you should choose a niche. At the end of the day, what is the one goal you want your blog to achieve? For a lot of bloggers, they want to be a top resource in the industry. And one of the best and fastest ways to do that is by choosing a niche, just one, and then rocking it and do it really well. So here are reasons why you should choose a niche for your blog. One, it's one of the fastest ways to establish yourself as an expert because you're only talking about one topic. Two, by doing this, readers are actually more likely to follow you because they want to learn from someone who has more experience in something that they're really passionate about. And because they're more likely to follow you, that alone results in more traffic and follower growth. Three is that you won't overwhelm yourself creating content for multiple niches. That can create a lot of overwhelm. I've experienced this before, trust me on this. Four, blogging about multiple niches really results in slower traffic and slower follower growth. So if you blog about multiple different topics, you really close yourself off from the opportunity from establishing yourself as an expert in one topic. Basically, you end up being a jack of all trades and a master of none. And the thing is, choosing one niche and doing it really well does amazing things to promote your brand. So if you're talking about multiple different topics, it dilutes your brand. And what I notice is that a lot of beginner bloggers don't choose a niche when they start off. It doesn't matter how helpful their content is. It doesn't matter if they post every day. Their blog really doesn't get the traffic that they really should be getting. And so for a lot of bloggers, this is the point where they give up. When really the one thing that was missing in their blog was just choosing a niche and sticking to it. So I'm gonna go through a list of the most popular and profitable blog niches. But just so you know, there are so many niches out there and any one of them can be profitable as long as you are really putting really helpful content. And honestly, anything under the sun is a niche. So here are the most popular and profitable blog niches. First we've got is health and fitness. People are always looking for advice on losing weight and looking for diet tips. Beauty is definitely popular when it comes to skincare and makeup. That is a huge industry. Fashion as well. You can have a trendy style, minimalist style, street style. Doesn't matter as long as it's fashion. It's a profitable niche. Food is also a great niche too. Anything that's diet specific or anything that focuses on one region. Lifestyle is a huge niche. One of the most popular lifestyle blogs are mommy blogs, travel blogs, and also do-it-yourself and life hack blogs. And then of course we've got business of how to make money, and then personal finance, how to save money. So these are the top 7 niches, and if any of these didn't spark any interest in you, there is a whole list of niches you can talk about. So if you want to look at a longer list of niches, I've got this really great PDF over here that you can just look at and be like, circle, I like this one, I like that one. And then that itself will help you narrow down which niche to choose. So let's get into choosing a profitable niche. First, it's like, well, what does a profitable niche mean? It could mean brands in that niche pay very well. So this could mean if you want to monetize your blog through brand sponsorships. It could also mean that there's a demand for the products or services that you're selling that speak to that niche. It could also mean that the content you write about in that niche is evergreen, meaning it's relevant for years and all seasons. So whatever you create content about, it's not only relevant for the year 2020 or something that's only relevant for summertime. So by creating content that's evergreen, you can use affiliate links into your posts, and then you would be earning money throughout the whole year as long as that post is published. But let me just say, just because you choose a profitable niche, for example, beauty, it doesn't mean that you're going to make money. It really depends on the content you create in that niche. So you want to make sure that your content actually speaks to the pain points and solve the problems of your readers. So if you don't know what your niche is or how to narrow it down, you just have so many interests and you need some help on which one to choose, here are 7 simple questions to ask yourself. What am I passionate about? What do I like talking about? What am I skilled at? What kind of advice do people come to me for? What are the niches of the blogs that I follow? Sometimes the niches of blogs that you follow inspire you to create content within that niche too. What product and service am I selling, and what niche does that fit into? What's the most common answer that showed up in the last 6 questions? Whatever that is your niche. I definitely recommend doing this exercise on paper just so that you see every topic in front of you visually. If you need some help with that, I have a questionnaire that's also included with the list of niches that I talked about a while ago, so you can go ahead and download that in the link below. So hopefully in the exercise you find out which niche you want to talk about. I know I did that exact same exercise when I first started my travel blog, and then when I switched my niche into blogging, because I wasn't sure if I still wanted to talk about travel. So I went ahead and did that worksheet, and lo and behold, I was like, blogging is my niche. So hopefully you find out which niche to talk about. And I understand that when you're choosing a niche, a lot of people have concerns like, what if this niche is too saturated? What if this niche isn't that popular? So in this next part, I'm going to be talking about a lot of concerns that people have. First up being, I can't seem to choose just one niche. Can I blog about multiple niches? A lot of the time, most starting bloggers have so many topics that they want to blog about. They just have so many passions, but they usually find themselves split between 2 or 3 niches. So if you're stuck between these niches that have no relation to each other, for example, you have a passion about budgeting, so you're sharing tips about how to save money, but you're also passionate about your vegan lifestyle, so you want to share tips about being a vegan. These 2 topics are completely different. So you're going to have to choose between this and the other. And the best niche to choose is going to be the one that provides you the best platform to help people, because at the end of the day, you are creating content to help your readers. And sometimes this niche you chose is the one you're really passionate about and something that you're also skilled at. That said, you can always expand to another niche after you've established yourself in that first niche. So this is really useful if you had a lifestyle blog and suddenly your lifestyle had a huge change, so it's going to affect the content that you create. Or you lost your passion in your first niche, hi, that's me, but you have a new passion that you want to talk about. Or if you're stuck between 2 niches that are actually related to each other, you can blog about both. That's kind of the route that I'm going for with my blog right now. I talk about blogging, and then I also talk about working from home, because when you blog, you can pretty much work from anywhere or from home. So I like to include the lifestyle of working from home and then how I work from home, which is blogging. All right, so the next concern is the niche I want to blog about is too small. There aren't that many people interested in it. First, let me say there is no niche that's too small or too niche to talk about. There are chinchilla blogs out there making money. That's a very small niche. So you can talk about anything under the sun and grow your audience, make it profitable, and really be successful in it. And this next concern is a huge one. The niche I want to choose is oversaturated. I won't be able to stand out. So if this thought has ever crossed your mind, you are actually in a good position. It means your niche is both popular and profitable, meaning no matter how many blogs there are out there in that niche, there will always be people searching for advice and tips on that. That said, different blogs of the same niche will speak to different audiences. For example, we have blog A and blog B, and they're both mommy blogs. So blog A is a happy and carefree personality and shares videos video tips about being a stay-at-home mother who works from home. And then we have blog B, who has a grounded yet funny personality and shares long-form articles about being a mother with a full-time job. So you can see the difference over there already. So blog A is going to attract work-from-home mothers, while blog B will attract mothers with full-time jobs. And both blog A and blog B will attract different kinds of readers based on the personality that they have and how they present their content. So even though blog A and blog B are both mommy blogs, that doesn't necessarily mean they'll be attracting the same audience. And because of that, you must know that your blog is not meant to appeal to everyone. This is why you should choose only one niche, not everything. So let's get on to the fourth and last concern. I love talking about insert niche here, but I don't know a lot about it. So here is something for you. If you are more than a beginner in your niche, then you know more than enough. The reason for this is because most people, when they go on Google, they're always searching for beginner tips and advice. They're not always looking for advanced tips on something. There are people like that, but it's mostly beginners. So as long as you know the answers to these beginner questions, then you already know more than enough. You can go ahead and blog about that niche. And when you're not a complete expert in your niche, that also makes you a lot more relatable to your readers because they know you're only a few steps ahead of them. They know that whatever you're teaching them, they can also achieve because you did it yourself without being an expert. And don't underestimate what you know. You'll actually find it surprising that your readers aren't as knowledgeable as you. And that's why they ended up on Google and ended up on your blog. So that's it. If you found a niche, go ahead and comment that below. And if you still need some help finding your niche, you can go ahead and have a chat with me over at my Facebook group, the Bold Blogger Mastermind. It's a great and safe space to ask any of your questions about blogging. So go ahead and join the group. I'd love to chat with you there and answer your questions. And if brainstorming on paper or on your phone is more of your thing, you can go ahead and download my questionnaire and my list of niches to help you narrow down on what exactly you should write about. That said, I will end this video with this one question for you if you still haven't found a niche. 5 years from now, you're looking back at your content that has helped thousands and thousands of readers. What is it about? So hopefully that'll get you thinking. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Jojo LaBeouf and I help women grow their blogs and work from home at travelingpetitgirl.com. Please like and subscribe for more tips. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!